Well, good morning, YouTube. Hey, I told y'all Sunday was just going to be a driving day. That's all it was, as you just saw. We pulled out of that truck stop yesterday morning. We had 584 miles to go. We stopped 63 miles away. An hour and 15 minutes. Currently it's 7 a.m. And my appointment's not till 10. So I'm just getting up. Shut up, you damn squawk box. Every morning I wake up, I restart the tablet, the company tablet. It's just a practice that I got into because they say you never know when an update's going to come through and improvements, tweaks, whatever. So every morning, just to make sure everything was, if something did come through, and to make sure it was installed correctly, just reboot the system. Pretty tired this morning. I don't know. I slept. I couldn't go to sleep early. I laid down at like 9. I laid there and I almost fell asleep, and then I don't know, something just kind of got my attention. Some noise outside. I just laid there and I sat back up, and I didn't go. It was after midnight before I fell asleep again. Probably closer to 1 o'clock, I'd say. And I had my alarms up for 5:30. I was king snooze. I even remember turning it off once, and I was like, I'm up. I'm okay, no, let me make sure. I had to change the time of my alarm to like 6:30 to make sure I didn't fall back asleep. Sure enough, I did. Whatever. Time to do a walk around, do a P trip. A P trip. I could go for a P trip too, but no, let's do this pre-trip and get on the road. Maybe if I can get there early, they'll take me in early. We'll see what happens. So, as always, you're along for the ride. All right, well, I made it here about 10 minutes till 9. I was thinking about last night when I stopped. Should I go another 50 miles to get past Nashville? Because I didn't want to deal with the Nashville traffic this morning. Problem is, when you get further north of Nashville, between Nashville and where I was going, very limited options for truck stops and no rest areas. So, just so I can have a place to park, because I did stop in the Love's first and it was full, so I went another 20 miles down the road and I came across that TA and it had spots. So I stopped there fearing this morning that I was going to get through Nashville's a mess normally. But this morning, I was a little slow, but I wasn't horrible. I probably lost 25 minutes of drive time if I would have just went straight through with no problems. But it's Nashville, so anyway, I'm here. I'm in the dock. They haven't started loading me yet. I didn't eat breakfast before I left, so I just Jimmy Dean breakfast burritos. That's what I like. I like my breakfast. Yeah, Jimmy Dean, 2 of them, and the perfect way to cook Jimmy Dean burritos. This is the sausage version, sausage, egg, and cheese, and all the good stuff. 2 minutes on one side, flip them. 1.5 on the other. Then let them sit here for a few minutes. Or y'all, it's like eating lava. So my appointment went until 10 o'clock. Even though it's 9 o'clock, I got into the door. My light's still green. The guy next to me backed up next to me right after I did. He's already red, so he probably had a 9 o'clock appointment. So, and I do have to deal with the lumpers. I mean, it's just Castrol GTX, man, and it's very few, like 4 pallets. Problem is, on the load board, when you select your order or the load you want, you don't get to see the customer details until it's assigned to you. You can see everything else: pickup location, drop-off location, weight, rate, and all that stuff. But you don't see the detailed customer locations until it's assigned to you. And when I saw it, I saw Kroger. I said, But yeah, I got to deal with a lumper. But I was like, maybe you won't have to worry about a lumper because of it's not food. It's just Castrol GTX quartz. But unfortunately, ain't the case. So now I'm in the dock, green light, having breakfast. I get a text on my phone when they require payment, and then I get my papers and get the heck out of here. So hopefully I won't be in here too long waiting for all that crap. So I got to make a call to Schneider lumper payments, and they'll give me the instructions and the FS code and all that stuff, because this place is supposed to send you a link for payment. And I can't contact Schneider for lumper until I have the amount customer name, all that information to provide them to provide me with this electronic payment. So yeah, I gotta wait for that. But fortunately, my next load's in Louisville. Portman window is 1,300 to 1,700, so 1 to 5. And I'm only 140 miles away. So that goes to Anderson, South Carolina. They don't have to be delivered until 1,800 tomorrow. I'll be there tomorrow around noon because I'll knock off most of that trip once I'm done this afternoon. So anyhow, we'll see how long this takes. Right now it is 9:40. Is it 9:40? It is. Okay. I was out front. I was out front 10 minutes from 9. Took a little while to check in, I guess. Okay, yeah. So it's 9:40. So hopefully my light's still flashing green. I'm gonna eat my burritos and hopefully this don't take forever. All right. So the unload process back there didn't take an hour and a half. So I was on property a couple hours. I've been here in Louisville for, what time did I arrive here? I arrived here at 2:11, which went over to East Coast time. So I went from Central to East Coast. So technically from my time starting the day, 1:11. But 2:11 nonetheless. And I get here and I go to check in. It's kind of a funky place. He's like, what's your broker name? I'm like, broker? I'm with Schneider. We ain't got brokers. I was like, okay. So he said, he sent to the people that mattered, I guess. Said, nope, we got another name than that. I'm like, we don't got brokers. I got in an argument on orientation from the ops manager, some blonde chick in Green Bay. Because she said, on her little spiel, Schneider does not do brokered loads. I'm like, but don't we though? Because as a company driver, I experienced a few brokered loads. So we got in an argument. I was like, but I've experienced it. And she's like, Schneider Load Board does not have brokered loads. I'm like, okay. I stopped, right? And you know, we're in a class full of like 7 or 8 people. So I was like, okay, no brokers. Cool, we ain't got to worry about that crap. So once in the beginning of this, I'm already pissed off because I was just lied to. Blatantly got in an argument, but I was lied to. My first call, I was like, listen, apparently Schneider's not the hauler of this load. Who is the broker? Lady, I don't know who I was I spoke to. Never spoke to her before, but she's checked into it. She gave me some name, Cody Von Stein. I'm like, what the hell? Okay. I went back and said, this is the broker's name. He's like, we need a company. I'm like, this is the name that she said. This is the name that was on the broker. That's not right. So I went back and called again. I'm aggravated. And I'm like, now there's evidence of double brokering, right? Oh, my neck is burning. I'm just a redneck bodunk from West Baghdad, Virginia. You hear me? I'm stubborn. I'm an idiot. I'm a mule. So I get back on our call. I get somebody else. I get a guy this time. And I was telling him what just happened. He said, did anybody ever tell you anything about West Side Transport? I was like, no one's ever said that to me at all. He's like, I was like, all right, hang on, stay on the phone, man. So I said, stay on the phone, so while I go talk to these and see if this works this time. I don't want to go back to the queue again. If you were with Schneider, you know, calling in, it could take a minute. So I got out of the truck, went back to the shack, and the guy was like, I heard him on the CB this time. He said, the driver physically said West Side Transport and gave me all the information, the trailer, the destination, and all that. He couldn't tip me, he couldn't help me. But when he said this time, the driver verbally said West Side Transport over the CB. She went, okay, that's correct. Problem is, he said this happened before, here recently, like a few weeks ago. Like, we don't see it on our end. And the guy told me that this is something y'all would never really have to come across. That's why you don't see it on your book or anything. It's a local sister transport company that is tied in with Schneider somehow. So, yeah. But I went from raging because I was lied to. We got brokers. Now we're being double brokered. No wonder I'm getting a crappy ass rate for this load. And then I'm like, okay. Went down. So anyhow, I'm in the dock. And here, I wish a lot of places would be like this place, kind of, because there's a lot of times you need to sweep out the dock, and I get up and I do it when I have to. But it's easier here. They say, hey, listen, you have a little bit of pallet splinters from your last unload. We can tell. Just go ahead and sweep them out. But go ahead and back into the dock. Walk inside. We have all the brooms and dustpans and everything that you can use right there beside your door. I'm like, sweet. So they even have a light they can shine in there for you, so you can see what you're doing, which is cool. I mean, I don't mind, climbing up in the dock when I need to, or in the trailer when I need to. I mean, like I said, it ain't gotta be pretty. You just gotta be able to do it. So that's one of the big physical things they test you when you go to Schneider orientation. Can you or can you not get up and down a trailer safely and their way? Step, step, kneel, turn, step, stand. Kneel, step down, to the ground. Done, so it's like the Schneider way of getting in and out of trailers, where you always maintain 3 points of contact and just be as safe as you can. And you gotta be graceful. Just gotta be able to do it. So, anyway, hey there, I just got the red X. So, all right, we're here. Where are we at? So, if you ever come to Sunland Logistics in Louisville, Kentucky, if they keep saying the Schneider is not the name, be sure to say West Side Transports. Maybe I can teach some of those experienced ones out there or something. I don't know. Yeah, Westside Transport is the broker name, not Schneider, here in Sunland Logistics in Louisville, Kentucky. All right, let's see what happens next. Hey, good morning, you two. I mean, I should say afternoon because it's 11:26. I was telling you on this load, it wasn't due to 5 o'clock. So I wasn't planning on getting on the road before 9 this morning. So I log in at 9 or whatever. I'd go on duty, do my pre-trip, and I was at a Love's, and I had to get a little bit of fuel. I got like 50 gallons there just to get me, because I was like between the red and the quarter mark. So I just put like 50 gallons in because I really wasn't sure how far I was going to go before I got fuel. Because I do know there's a place down there by the drop-off that's like, I can't remember the price, but it's really, really cheap. So I will top off when I get there. But where I got fuel this morning at the Love's, it was like $4.05 a gallon, which was $4.15 a gallon, I think. Ridiculous. But this place here is the Pilot off of exit 141 on 75 South in Pioneer, Tennessee. The Pilot here, the diesel's $3.59. And we got a 44% discount still going on. This is Tuesday. That new discount won't change until tomorrow. But $3.59 minus 44, paying $3.15 a gallon. I'll take it. So I'm gonna go ahead and top her off. I need to get DEF too. I've noticed this truck too uses DEF more than my older one, my company truck. Shut up, Linda. You talk too damn much. Shut up. Yeah, it's like on the 2020 company truck, I would, about every 3 fill-ups, I would have to put DEF in. So I would fill them both up, fill up fuel, and then that third fill-up, I'd have to put DEF. Now this one seems it's more like every other. So I don't know why that is, why this truck's using more DEF. It's designed that way to make us cost more money or what. But anyhow, my appointment, like I told you earlier, I noticed my appointment time had changed, so it wasn't due to 5. I look at it as I'm doing my pre-trip and all that, getting ready. It says 1 o'clock. I'm like, no. That wasn't like that when I booked it. And then a few minutes later, I heard a appointment time change notification come through. And now it says 3 o'clock. I'm like, no. I don't know what's going on. I ain't called nobody. I ain't have time to talk to her. I'm just going with my original plan. Now, I've been thinking about it. I mean, it's 100% possible. I don't think this is the case. It is possible that I may be misremembering the time for this load for another one. I really don't think that's the case, because I have no other appointment times for 1700 on my assigned loads. And I also don't remember booking this load at 45,000 pounds. It's a heavy load. A bunch of rubber going down to Goodyear or Michelin in Anderson, South Carolina. They make tires out of this stuff. I'm 77,000 pounds. I would not have booked a 45,000 pound load for less than $2 a mile anyway. Going over the mountains, the route that I knew I'd have to take to get down there from Kentucky. And when you're going into Tennessee, you got to go up and over mountains. Then when you get down 40, in order to get out of Tennessee, you're going up and over mountains. It's a bunch of hills, up and down country. I started this trip at 9 a.m. at 8.3 trip MPG. I'm down to 7.9. That's for this current week. Over 1,500 miles. Let's just say over 1,300 miles of my trip, and I was 8.3 MPG, right? Now, over 1,533 miles, I'm down to 7.9. I wouldn't have picked this heavy-ass load for the rate that it was. Things are changing without me getting notifications of it. But I have no proof. I didn't take screenshots of these loads before I booked them. But you know what I'll be doing from now on? Taking screenshots of these loads right before I book them. Make sure I have receipts. Make sure I have everything backed up. Make sure I have proof. I'm booking these loads based on the information that Schneider provides on the load board. I'm booking these loads off of that information. So don't change the damn loads without at least notifying the driver. See if he's okay with it. Again, I don't know. I can't 100% say confidently that I didn't just book it, knowing it was all there. But I just don't feel that's the case. But anyway, from this point forward, I'm just a tip for anybody else. Screenshot your loads before you book them, before you assign them. Just to make sure your mind's not thinking like mine is right now. So, it is what it is. It's kind of a big deal, but whatever. I don't stress over that shit normally. So, I just want to either write them down or take screenshots or whatever. Just that way you have a plan. You don't get surprised or anything. So anyhow, I'm gonna top off here for fuel. I'm ETA'd to be at delivery around 4:40 today. So that's my original plan. And that's what I'm going with. So anyway, that's it. Today, this is the last day of payroll too. This is Tuesday. So I want to get this dropped off today for sure. Hopefully I don't have any issues going around 40 and all that shit and don't come across, because I was coming out 75 about 10 miles back over one of the mountains. Traffic was standstill northbound for like 5 miles. I hope I don't come across anything like that. So anyway, let's get fuel and continue on with our journey. Well, we made it in time for payroll. Mission accomplished. It's the next day now. It is now 12:40 in the p.m. and I am in the dock at my next pickup, which is 170 miles away from where I dropped off. I'm at a place called American Book Company in Jefferson City, Tennessee. I leave here, I go to some plastic company about 6 miles away. Then I load up second load there, and then I go a live load too, of course. And then I'll take this load to Marengo, Ohio. That is Dollar General load, Dollar General DC up here in Marengo. And then I've decided that I've been without a CB for about a month now since I got the truck. I need my CB back. So I accepted a load. There was I guess conveniently, there's a load in Obetz. I pick up a relay tomorrow and take it to Shippensburg, Pennsylvania, which is 20 miles from Carlisle. So I need to squeeze a reset in. I was going to kind of wait till like maybe Sunday before I did, or Monday, to try to make what I could. Let me explain something. My next load was supposed to be from Whitehall, Ohio to Sanger, Texas, and then followed up by the Oklahoma load, Goodyear to Georgia. I did the numbers. There's no way I would have had time for all that stuff. I would not have had time. And I was going to stop. I was going to... How I got this removed from me is I told him I was going to go ahead and go to Obet's shop and have my windshield replaced. But from what I'm told, DOT rules, like from inspection. Correct me if I'm wrong. Some of you had windshields replaced already, multiple times. But if it's out of my line of sight, I won't fail an inspection, because right now it's just right there, just above my passenger side windshield, or windshield wiper. It's coming up to the center and curving over, and it's going over the top, and it's actually going to go back down of my windshield wiper. So if I can hold off on doing that, even though it's going to be an insurance claim, it's only like $100 deductible. But if I can hold off for a little while, I'm going to. But anyway, so I got those loads taken off of me because of that reason. Then I'm like, I want to continue to work. I want to try to, see if I can find something else and maximize gross, lower expenses, fewer miles, higher RPM. There's really not much going on around that area, but then I'm like, I've been in traffic for a couple times over the past 24 hours, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? You can't figure out what lane you need to be in. You can't bullshit with nobody. So I'm ready for my CB again. So I'm going to go up to DTB radio in Carlisle. You've heard me talk about them before. I've been to them twice already at my other company, my company truck, and I had the antenna fixed a couple times. And I called him. I was like, yo, bro, what you got? I want to upgrade from what I had. I want to get a good solid radio. This is, I think, the one I'm getting. It's one of the Striker models. I forget which one. We kind of briefly spoke about it. He asked me what my budget was. I was like, I didn't really have a budget in mind. It's just like whatever. I don't want to go, of course, super high end, but I want something solid, upgrade from where I was, and installed and all that good stuff. So probably looking somewhere between $600 to $800 for this solid CB antenna, cable, installation, all that good stuff. So that's kind of what we're looking at. I'm guessing. Maybe not. But honestly, I don't know why. I was thinking today was Tuesday still. But it's Wednesday. This vlog's got to be up on Wednesday, right? So, so all I'm going to do from here is once we get done loaded here, go over to this little plastic place and take it on to Dollar General up in Marengo. I probably could make it tonight, but odds are I won't. I'll just drop it off in the morning. Go down to Obetz, which is about 25 miles away from where I'm dropping this load off. Pick up that relay and head to that load don't deliver at Shippensburg until Friday morning. So what I'll do is I'll probably just go to Carlisle, and I should be there 5-6 o'clock tomorrow, maybe. We'll see. And that's not a bad rate for that. I think that rate there was like $1.96 a mile. So that's not a horrible rate to go to Carlisle. It's easy drive. Straight over 70, hit 81, go north. That's if you want to avoid the tolls, which I do. So, I could go up, hit 76, and go get off the exit, and boom, right there I am. Now, I'm just going to take 70 over. I think. I haven't looked at that, but I'm pretty sure 70 over all the way over to 80, go straight north. And boom, or 81 rather, not 80, but 81, and go north. I'm pretty sure that's the most direct way. And 70 runs right through Columbus, and it goes through Wheeling. And a lot of people don't like doing that 70 route because you got to slow down in some areas, which I've been through a couple of times when I was on that Cabela run. So when I was doing that Cabela run, filling in the dedicated, I took that route a few times, so I've kind of got used to it, or at least I was anyway. Shouldn't be too bad. But there's a big Midwestern storm happening now. It just kind of hit me here in from my trailer. I've been here for 35 minutes. My trailer's just now started rocking. And he told me he was only putting 7 pallets on. And we're at a place called American Book Company. So what do they got? Just a bunch of books? I guess. So, anywho, this week, I'm in the middle. I remember that form I showed you, the Google Sheets form with all the calculations and all that stuff. I noticed it wasn't good enough. So I am working on revamping that. So once I get, probably this weekend, I will do a little video, just posting my first month numbers. They ain't gonna be amazing yet. I'm still learning the board. There's a growing process. You gotta learn the board, you gotta learn the areas, you gotta learn what loads you like, when they come out, get to them first, and try to get your routine going. And that's the things I'm gonna keep trying different things. I'm not gonna make any real money for a little while, I'm certain of it. Because until I learn those things, what routes do I want to be in? Where do I want to be? Where can I make the most money at? Where, if I'm there, So it's a learning process on the load board aspect of things. You got to learn how to read what loads what, and that's what I'm working on. So, Eventually, I'll get it down. I'll figure out. I'll get loads I like. Like I like this load. This load's not a bad load. I like the 24,000 pounds maybe total. Quick, decent rate. So we'll see how that works out. So I'm just gonna drop this off. I'm gonna be in Carlisle. I'm gonna do a reset. Probably be there Friday. I talked to the CB guy, so I'll probably be there Friday morning, early afternoon. Come by there and get my CB in here. I miss my CB. I do. In hand. What? Anyway, I appreciate all you watching. Thanks so much, and let me know what you think about the windshield thing. Is that what I was told? If it wasn't in my line of sight, I should be good for an inspection. Just let me know what you know or what you think. So thanks. Have a good one. We'll see y'all on the next one.